All right, guys, so you welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Digicom Escape. Today I'm going to be showing the process of routing your microphone, or how you're going to process your microphone through the Presonus Studio Live mixer. And it's going to be in two forms. The first is going to be that if you're using the Digital Snake, then you have all your microphone plugged to the Digital Snake. And if you're not using Digital Snake, probably if you're using the analog snake, then you have all your microphone plugged to the analog snake, or you have your mic plugged to your digital mixer directly. It depends on how you route your system. But in this case, I'm going to be showing you through the digital snake. I'm going to be showing you the process. The digital snake is already set up, so we have no need to plug any of my microphone directly on the board. So it's going to be on the digital snake. So let me show you the digital snake and microphone plug-in. Then from there, we'll go to the mixer itself. Then we see the process of how you're going to process your microphone for the very first time. All right, let's go. This happened to be the digital snake right here. I know it's a little bit dark. I don't have enough light, but this is my Presonus. As you can see, that is the digital snake right here. These are all my instrument and microphone plugged in to the input. So the first two layer, which is from 1 to 32, is going to be our input. The last layer is going to be your output, all right? So I have all my microphone plugged in. Let's go to the mixer itself and see how we process the microphone, all right? All right, guys, so I will be using this wireless microphone. So I have the Shure Beta 87A. That's what I'm going to be using for this demonstration. So this is the mixer, as you can see. Let me shine this light. Maybe that will help. I don't have enough light to work with here, so bear with me. What I'm going to be doing is just to show you some of the components of this mixer, all right? So down here, this is where we have all the faders, all right? Those are the faders for each of the channel. And the one you see here with the master, this is going to be your master fader right here, which is this one. This is where you have your fat channel, and this is where you control each individual of this channel, okay? In as much as you select any channel here, this is where you do all the controls on any channel that you select, all right? So if you select any channel right now, you come to the fat channel to make any adjustments you want to make on that fat channel. This is the screen. It's also a touch screen. You can do whatever you can do here. Also, you can do it using a touch screen. And you have your master control right here. This is going to be your effect control. You have your solo monitor and all those things. But what we're going to do today will be solely on how you are going to be able to process your microphone. And in this case, I'm going to be using this channel 17. So whatever I do here, you can also apply it to any other of the channels. So I'm going to be using this channel 17 for the demonstration purpose of this video, all right? I will use this one, okay? So what I'm going to do now is to bring my fader down on that 17. Then I'm just going to select the channel, all right? Just remember that any channel you are going to work with, you have to select the channel first before you work with that particular channel. So in this case, I want to process the microphone that is going to the channel 17 for the very first time. So all you have to do is press this select button. Once you press the select button, then you bring the fader from that channel. You bring the fader to unity gain. This is unity gain. The thick black line here is going to be your unity gain. So you bring the fader for that particular channel. You bring the fader to that unity gain, okay? So once you bring the fader there, if you look at the board, right here is going to be your master meter output, and this is going to be your level output, okay? This is your master level output. This is your gain output. And here is where you have your gate and compression LED, all right? So once I have this microphone channel on the unity gain and it's already selected, I have two options to gain the microphone properly. I can come to the touch screen to do the gain, and I can use the fat channel to do the gain. The first method here is that if you look at the screen, you have this little knob that is called preamp. If you look at it, that is your preamp, and this is your high pass filter. So if you want to use the screen to do your preamp gain, you have to touch the preamp like so. If I touch it, it's going to highlight. So you see the line on it. That is the preamp. If I want to work with the high pass filter, I touch the high pass filter and I work with the high pass filter. But if you touch the preamp, all right, you have to come to this knob right here, this knob, and that's what you use to gain the preamp, okay? I'm going to take it down to 0. You can see as I'm turning this knob, it's going to be affecting the level of that. So I'm going to bring it to 0, all right? And if you look at the fat channel as I'm using this, the fat channel is also being affected. It's going to be coming, like it's going to affect the fat channel right there, all right? So I'm not going to use this. I'm going to go to the fat channel to gain the mic preamp properly. Okay, if you look at it right now, it's in 0. So you can use the gain to gain your mic preamp, all right? So we're going to be going through the setup. Like I said, I'm going to be using channel 17 for demonstration purpose on this. So I have my microphone. What you do first is that you turn your mic on. So once you have your microphone on, you bring it to your mic mouth, and you have to speak to that mic. So what you do is that you bring the mic, like if you use a microphone in a church or any settings, depend on who is holding the mic, but I believe at least the mic shouldn't be more than this away from your mouth, all right? Your mic techniques is also play a big role when it comes to setting up your microphone. So what you do is you bring the mic close to your mic like so. Let's say you have this much gap away from your mouth. So once you have the mic like that, now you can go on the board and set the gain. But as you do setting the gain, you'll be speaking to the microphone. You'll be sure that if you are yelling, it's not going to clip. And if you're talking very low a little bit, people can still hear you. Like that's what they call like the dynamic range, okay? Like when you yell, you don't clip, and when you talk really low, people can still hear you. So it's like you are taking care of the low, people that are going to be talking very low, and you are also taking care of people that will be talking really loud. So you want to be in that in between of not clipping and not too low, all right? So once you have that, then you go on the board and set the mic preamp or the mic gain, and be sure that when you're setting the mic gain, you are not clipping, all right? You want to be around -12 when you are setting this mic, all right? So now I have my microphone selected. My fader is in the unity. So I have to go on the fat channel, all right? On the fat channel, I speak to the microphone, and I'll be looking at this level meter just to be sure I'm not clipping. So I'm going to be turning this until I can hear myself. Once I have this on the unity gain, you can bring this fader all the way here, also the master fader, but just leave this first and talk to the microphone and make sure you listen right here. So you're going to keep speaking to the mic until you reach -12, okay? And you'll be turning this. Once you get to -12 with your normal speaking, then you should just stop talking. Hello, 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 hello. Check. So you just want to be careful of that, all right? So now I have this on the, so now my gain preamp is on 34 dB, and I think that should be enough for this microphone. Once you're done setting up your gain, now I have my gain set on this one, and I'm on like 33 dB on that one. So my gain is set properly right now. So the next thing I want to do is that I want to put an high pass filter on this thing so that it's going to help me take out the low end of this or the bottom. So what I'm going to do is to come to the fat channel to do that, all right? So the next thing you're going to do is to come on the input. You press the input to take you out of that. So once you're done with setting up your microphone, the next thing is to set your high pass filter. And how you do that is that you come to the screen right here, you press the HPF, make sure the line is on it. Make sure the line is on the HPF. If you press it, there's going to be line under the HPF, okay? Once you have that press, then you come here and you use this knob to move the HPF and set it to like 120. Make sure this number comes to 120 when it comes to a vocal microphone. And I mean that the microphone people are going to be talking to. This is not going to be drum microphone now. This is going to be vocal, all right? Make sure you turn this knob until you are like 120, all right? 120 or 130. Let me do like 130, okay? 130, that will help you to roll out the bottom end, all right? You see the line moving right there. That's taking out the high pass filter. So I'll set mine to like 130. So I think 130 should be okay for whatever you want to do, all right? And that will help you to set your high pass filter. The next thing you want to do is gate, okay? But before you do gating, you want to do compression first. So you come here and press your compressor, all right? That is your compressor, you can use that. Or you can do the compressor through the screen, all right? This is where you turn it on and off. If it's gray, it's off. If it's white, then it's on, all right? So also you can use this compressor on the fat channel. You can press it on and off there, all right? So once you have the compressor out, you can use this to set your threshold on the compressor right here, all right? You can set your compression there. You can set the ratio, attack, and everything. But in most cases, I just use this one to set the compression, all right? And if you don't want to do it there, you can come to the screen here and select the threshold, ratio, attack, everything. You can actually select it from here. So let's try it from here. I will select my threshold. I will come here and use this to adjust the knob. So I'll bring it to like negative 12 right here. Right there, that's why I'm going to bring it to like that, negative 12. Then I will come to gain. I'll boost the gain to like maybe 3 or 6. I will do like 6 on the gain. So that's my gain. It's going to be 6, all right? And if it's too loud, you can bring the gain to like 3. So let's say I do like 3. Right there will be good for the gain. And that's all you need to set on the compressor. So the next thing is going to be gate, okay? You come here, you select your gate, and you can turn it on. Or you can select your gate right here on the screen, and you can turn it on from here. So for a vocal, I normally set the threshold to like 72, all right, right there. Or you can come to the fat channel and set this threshold. When you are setting it, you can look at the line moving right there. For vocal microphone, 72 will be okay for a vocal microphone. And that's all you need to set there. All right? Then you can press your input to come out of there. The next thing is going to be your limiter. So this is where you select your limiter. It's on the screen. Select the limiter, turn it on. and set it to -6. All right, set your limiter to -6, like right there. You use this knob to set the limiter to -6, and that's all you need to set. That's how you process your microphone on this mixer. That's the simplest way to process your microphone. And what I just did now is going to be applicable to any other channel that you want to set the microphone. That's how you do it. All right, guys, so that's the simplest way to set up your microphone for the very first time on this mixer. What I just go through is just the basic to get you started. So there's going to be an ongoing video on this, on how to, using this mixer. But I believe this will like get you going. So all I'm going to encourage you to do is to subscribe to this channel. And this is going to be in series, all right? This is the first part of this on how to use this mixer. So if you subscribe to this channel and click the notification button, the bell, I'm going to be rolling out more video on, getting to tune the microphone. But this is just the basic, and this is where I'm going to stop on this one so that this video will not be too long. Just watch out for the next video that will be coming out. But all you need to do is to subscribe and press the bell so that you can get notification when I'm running them out. So guys, that's going to be bye-bye on this one, all right? Stay tuned on the next coming video.